It's hard to tell whether this is a shadow. I'm going to take it as a shadow because it looks like up in the left ear and stuff there's things going on there, but I think that might be a shadow from the eyelashes. I don't want to say if it's not. You got some lymph nodes swollen around the body, but sinuses, of course, from all the GI tract and stuff. So really tear off after your GI tract, move your lymph system. You got blue eyes, no question, obviously. Pupils are a little big. Could be just from the light source or something, but the light source should have went to the pupil, and your pupil's pretty large for having such an intense light shining on them. With that said, they're not that much bigger, but still, that is suggestion of some weakness in the central nervous system a little bit. But take off there, my dear, and get yourself well. I'm glad you got the pictures here, because now you have something that says, this is when I started, and this is when I finish. And I just love that. Iridology, you do change eyes. Now, you German iridologists out there, you better change to American iridology, or you're going to be with egg on your face, because we have plenty of eyes to show you changes. And these YouTubers are really sharp. And they're changing their eyes, they're changing their world. It's amazing. You YouTubers are really, I'm real proud of all of you. You guys are doing a fantastic job in reclaiming your joy and your health. And don't let anybody stop you from doing that. It's your world. Hello, Drew. I have this challenge for a few months and thought it may be due to the acidity and stagnant lymph. Let me see what's happening. Inner and outer elbow pain radiating down my right arm to my fingers. Absolutely. When it comes, you might try a chiropractor, check your spine, make sure you're in shape there, but generally that's a lymphatic problem. It can actually freeze your shoulder. But this lymph system can actually suppress nerve flow down the arms, and you get numbness in the fingers. Very common stuff. So yeah, you would want to detoxify. Use the brain and nerve in case there's any neuropathy or a little decay of the nervous system, but move those lymphs. And you could get a little bit of a good massage where they're working on the neurolymphatic points as well as they're working on kneading the muscles. And always move everything toward the kidneys, not the heart. I just wanted to take on it. I'm a 41-year-old female and in the past have been diagnosed with hypothyroid and endometriosis. Well, again, when you look at tissue, whatever it is, uterine, thyroid, doesn't matter, those things that suppress are generally going to be the mucousy lymph system, not the blood, and of course acids then are going to set up the inflammatory process, blah, 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 blah. I have been vegetarian for 18 years and have been doing my best to do as much raw as possible. Good job. And this is the point. This lady's doing the very best she can. She's mostly raw here and there. She's doing great. If I was a strict fruitarian, I'd be saying, well, you can't judge people. I think this lady's doing great. You get anybody changing their diet and doing more raw, I'm proud of them. I'm proud of them. It's just, this is the world we live in, and our minds are controlled by the evil ones, so to speak. But, by those that want to control. So, real proud of you. I have taken some of Dr. Morse's formulas. Oh, good. I also emailed you a photo of my eyes to look at them. Is this what these are the ones, I guess, then, Cheryl. This is your eyes? Okay. I am November's Grace. I like that, November's Grace. Pretty name. But I think those were your eyes here, dear. Okay. I hope that helps you. Juice Plus, inspiring healthy living around the world. I forgot to include my phone number. All right. I hope this is okay, Cheryl, that I put them on YouTube because it's too late. But hope that helps you. Tear off your GI tract. Clean up those that lymph system in the bowels and stuff. Let's see. This is an interesting one little radish. That's cute. I love that one little radish. I love that. That can't be a male, can it? I'm pretty sure that who you are is determined by what you do, what you think, what you say, what you feel, and yes, who you are is determined by what you think. They are all important. They are, dear one, but I will tell you this. That doesn't determine who you are. You already are who you are. In other words, if you strip away your emotions, you strip away your mind, you strip away the physical body, what's left? Nothing? Not on your life. everything is left. Everything. Because you are consciousness. You're the awareness, the intelligence that operates the mind, the emotions, and the physical body. So what you think isn't who you are, and not even close, but it determines your experience and where you're going to drive your cars. You know, what road you're going to drive down. The mind is the creator in creation. The emotions is the driving force of that thought. And then the physical body is I won't say it's the final frontier, basically. It's where all of it culminates into a structure that deals with all of them together. Even though in your astral body you still have your mind, all of that. This is the kind of the Hellville end of creation, because all the infiniteness of you, using the mind, pulling it down to a very small arena, and then, you know, putting it even smaller into a very inert structure like the physical body. From this plane, your physical body looks very flexible, and chemistry is always in flux and everything's going. But from the high spiritual worlds, this is a very thickened, constipated area. Hard to be here sometimes when you've had some out-of-body experiences, because it's so claustrophobic. I can't think about it, or I get claustrophobia thinking about being here, because this world is very slow. Look at the YouTuber arguments and stuff. You know, this world is just real inert. So by what you do is just what you do. That's your process of experience. Because in the allness of you, you don't need to experience anything. You already are the all of the all. But activity is the fun part of creation. But when you realize that, you realize creation has two sides to it, and you always have the fun side, but then the other side comes and nips at your heels to balance out the fun side. That's that duality. Interesting enough, it's like a pendulum. It's like a pendulum. This physical world is down at the bottom of the pendulum, so positive and negative forces swing pretty far each way. The closer to God consciousness, the pendulum doesn't swing anymore. You are now in the allness of things. There is no activity anymore. There's no place to go, because you're not in creation anymore. You're not going to go over to God, because everything just is all wrapped together in awareness and consciousness. Hard to explain for those that are not brought up to understand God from the infinite side. A lot of religions picture God in a physical form, and that's just me looking at you. So these things are things you use, and yeah, they're important. But if you are controlled by them, that's your heartache, that's your pain and suffering. The second thing is supposed to be eat. Sorry, let's see. The second thing is supposed to be eat. I have. Hey, I just came in, you know.
Huh?
I couldn't make it here at 2.
That's okay.
I'm just way loaded this morning.
Yeah, I said give him a call, and you know, I left my number here.
Oh.
If you're gonna.
No, I was going to do this and then hop home, because I'm telling you, I put in some big trees this morning. I got me a coconut tree. I know, I bought me a big coconut tree a couple days ago, but it's supposed to be the Tempeh or something like that. It's supposed to be a little more cold hardy. I put in 12 Jamaicans and lost all of them. Beautiful ones. Spent a couple $1,000s on them. Gone. So I'm hoping. I have gut fungus, LSD in my brain. What can I do? Detox. Well, you've got that backwards. It says M-O. It's O-M. Om. But this guy's got OM, 999. That could be something, 999. What could that mean? Go, Dr. Morris. Thank you, extra worldly. I like extra worldly there. Durian Rider seems to be truly a bad apple. Don't he, though? I mean, Jesus. You know what? We're trying to gain respect for our level of work, because that's the only way you're going to get society to accept and to understand is if you walk with love, knowingness, truth, and respect for others. Then that's okay. But if you got a cussing machine over here, not going to give credence to anything good. You all know that, especially the older ones are going to know that. You know, they're just certain. We want to be proud of what we do because we have one of the most powerful healing systems on the planet. You're seeing that. The YouTubers have experienced it. I've had clients for 40 years around the world experiencing it. So it's just a good thing. And I think if we walk with balance, and I've said this over and over, and some of you are going to see what I meant by that as you see the during writers and all these people, you're going to see that need to be in balance and to keep yourself balanced when you start judging others. Now, because I say someone's diet, I don't care for it, that's not judging. I don't care for the diet. That's an opinion. But if I'm slandering the person, that's something else. Let me see. I am Organic Superman. We're going to set up some live interviews to help you guys. I really want this to be a really teaching, educational channel. I've done all this all my life. I've done everything to educate. That's all I've done. And I really firmly believe in it. So you're going to see me continuing to go down here. We're going to change this up after we I feel we've answered enough here, and we're going to change it up. But I just need to get through certain phases here. Yeah, I've asked them. Matter of fact, I put that out on YouTube the other day about please come forth, and then we will work with them on this, kind of like Indiana Banana. By the way, this is Babe's 302nd day of a juice fast. 302. Shouldn't she be dead by now? She's getting healthier by the minute. It's unbelievable. Oh, well, where's all the protein? Where's all the fats? I don't know. She's getting healthier by... Oh, that reminds me. I bought a bunch of filters for the air conditioner. I forgot them in my truck. All right, this is Scorpius 662. Doc, when I take the herbal tinctures out with me into the extreme heat, I like to... Oh, yeah, I think I addressed that yesterday. Heaven and the earth. Hello, Dr. Morris, please help. I am beginning to get a little nervous about my situation. Last year I did a... Oh, yeah, now listen, this is a good one. He did a 21-day water fast. About 3 days after the fast, I ate 3 tablespoons of hummus. All right? My body swelled tremendously. Now, we're talking about that.
Yeah.
The doctor gave me compression stockings and instructed me to elevate my feet. The swelling went away, but ever since I have had periods of numbness in my feet and hands. You know, when people... I know it's hard when you hear someone like me say things like hummus and stuff is crap. People get offended. But here's an example of a guy that broke a fast. Now, he was 3 days after he broke the fast, but it shows you the vibrational frequency of these things. And I tell you, I've experienced that. Remember Bernard McFadden died, supposedly, as the story goes, you know, breaking his fast with boiled potatoes. Now, McFadden loved to break fast, experimenting with different things. Unfortunately, the last experiment didn't work too good. But common sense should have told him, you can't do white glue, breaking a fast with white glue. It's not going to be good. And this guy was even 3 days after breaking this fast. Now, this was a 21-day water fast. He should have had a couple of weeks before that on raw and a week before that on fruit, following it a week after that on fruit, and then break back in your salad. That's the best way to do these longer fasts, like particularly water fasts. And you just saw what you did. I've experienced this too, where my body just went into a whoop, flip out. Excuse me. And so